Hello friends, I welcome you all to this channel Engineering Technology and Value Education. In continuation to the topic matrix method of structural analysis, let us start with the analysis of continuous beam using stiffness matrix method. So here is a continuous beam with three spans and one overhanging portion. First span is of 6 meters, second one is of 12 meters, third one is of 6 meters, and this is overhanging span with 1.5 meters. Moment of inertia 3i, 10i, 2i, 2i, right? So this is the ratio actually. If one span is of I, other one is of 3i, this indicates that the sections are 3 times higher like this, right? Means the ratio 3i upon I is equal to 3. Right? Moment of inertia of this span is 3 times higher than this one. So here the loads acting are concentrated loads as shown here and uniformly distributed load I have shown here like this. So 24 kilonewtons per meter and 16 kilonewtons per meter is the intensity of loads. So first of all, in stiffness matrix method, you have to see how many rotations, how many possible rotations will be there in this type of beams. So I have abbreviated here as NP. NP means number of rotations. So in structural analysis, one thing you have to take note of is if this is fixed support, then rotation, suppose this is the section, rotation at fixed support will not be there. Apart from fixed support, roller support or hinge support or simple support, rotation will be there. So in this case, this is the first rotation at this support, this is the second rotation at this support, this is the third rotation, and this is the fourth rotation. Now if suppose these are the simple supports, if there would have been hinged supports or roller supports, even the rotations would have been there. So in this continuous beam there are 4 rotations which I have shown here, and I have abbreviated it as NP. So NP equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is one overhanging portion. This is one overhanging portion. Now here you have to see and calculate the fixed end moments. NF equal to 6. So fixed end moments 6. I am abbreviating here fixed end moments, number of fixed end moments as NF. So this is span AB and uniformly distributed load or uniformly varying load of 24 kilonewtons per meter is acting. So fixed end moments will be calculated as WL square by 12. W stands for 24, L 6 meters, 12 is constant, so 24 multiplied by 6 square divided by 12 will be fixed end moments. So in span AB, WL square by 12 value is coming minus 72 and plus 72. So for this span AB, fixed end moment 1 and fixed end moment, this is second one. Anti-clockwise, I am assuming minus 72, clockwise plus 72. If you look at this span BC, in this span BC, there is uniformly distributed load of 16 kilonewtons per meter along with one point load which is centrally located 80 kilonewtons. So fixed end moments will be because of UDL WL square by 12 plus because of this centrally loaded concentrated load, it will be WL by 8. So you have to sum up. For example, for UDL I am considering span BC, so this will be 16 multiplied by 12 square by 12. This will be for this because of this UDL plus because of this concentrated load, it will be WL by 8. So when you will add, and this is anti-clockwise, it will come minus 312. At this end, WL square by 12, that is 16 multiplied by L is 12 square divided by 12, plus you have to add because of this concentrated load WL by 8, that is 80 multiplied by 12 by 8. When you will add these two, you will get 312. This side clockwise fixed end moment, that is 312. The same way for this span CD, you have to calculate fixed end moments, but this time only concentrated load is acting, and that is not at the center, it is eccentric, 2 meters 4 meters, total span is 6 meters. So WAB square upon L square, W that is 72 multiplied by A, that is 2, I am abbreviating it as A, and this will be B. So WAB square, that is 4 square divided by L square, L is 6. So when you will calculate this, you will get minus 64. For this end, you have to calculate, that is fixed end moment number 6. For this end, you have to calculate like this: W, that is 72. For this fixed end moment number 5th, we have used the equation WAB square upon L square. Here we have to use WA square B upon L square. So you have to note that when we are calculating this, it is WAB square by L square. I am abbreviating A equal to 2 meters, B equal to 4 meters. And we are showing here minus 64. When you have to calculate this fixed end moment at this end, at D, then you should calculate like this: W A square B, right? So W A square B upon L square. So you will get plus 32. So in this way, in case of eccentric load, you have to calculate the fixed end moments WAB square upon L square or WA square B upon L square. And finally, this overhanging portion, this 24 kilonewton concentrated load, see, you just see which type of moment this is giving. This is giving clockwise moment. So clockwise moment 24 multiplied by 1.5, that is 36. So this is clockwise moment. So resisting moment will be anti-clockwise one, that is minus 36 kilonewton meter. So in this way, in this continuous beam, the first step is to calculate to determine the number of possible rotations, NP equal to 4, and then we should evaluate the fixed end moments and number those fixed end moments as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is the overhanging moment. In case of eccentric loads, you should properly calculate WAB square upon L square or WA square B upon L square. So I shall stop here, and in my next video I shall start with the development of static matrix. So thank you very much, and please like, share and subscribe this channel for you will get notification for upcoming videos. Thank you very much. Thank you.